signal interrupted.
Blackshirt Brutal Broadcast, make some fucking noise! Okay, people at home, I am your Uncle Opie. These glasses are not prescription. This is Blackshirt Brutal Broadcast. Make some fucking noise! This is, I'd like to announce, our first independent broadcast of all. We are going live on YouTube and on Facebook as we speak, for those of you tuning in. And I will pass the microphone off to my spiritual advisor for Trey, who is going to kick it off with Passion Fingers. Make some noise!
Alright, so first off, before we get into introducing this whole thing and letting everybody know what it's about, I would like to go off with, I am Trey, that's number 4 TRE. I have my partner, Be Amazing. And then I have my other associate partner,
Lyrical Assailant, you already know.
You can look us up on anything and everything related to Blackshirt, hashtag Beautifully Ugly Music, the web effect, or anything else that has been going like viral lately. Now, we're actually going to pass this on real quick before we get into these questions, just so y'all can get familiar with the people that we're interviewing, Passion Fingers, individually down the line, so they can introduce themselves to y'all, and then we're going to really get into this shit, because that's what it's about.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Ken, I'm with Passion Fingers. Apparently I'm still going through puberty, I'm 35 years old. Yeah, I play bass.
My name is Gavin with Passion Fingers, one of the original members. I play the drums.
Have you hit puberty yet?
I'm still going through.
That's cool.
Hey everybody, I'm Matthew Benson. I'm the vocals.
Alright, yeah.
I'm Patrick, and I play keyboards and synthesizer, and whatever else in between.
Alright, he plays whatever else in between. So, and then we got, lovely DJ Coma back there. If you didn't catch a glimpse of him, he's the one making the snarky, persnickety remarks.
Make some noise!
DJ Coma! Those are real words, by the way. Google them. So,
like deplorable for you Trump fans.
we're gonna start. Jackass. We're gonna start this out with everyone's going to ask the same typical questions they usually do, like how long you've been doing it, what are your musical influences and everything. So we're gonna first do it like this. Basically, how long have you guys been a band, and what are your top 3 musical inspirations that made you form the sound that you have?
And if you had to kill one of the others, which one would it be?
Don't ask that here. No, I think, yeah, we've been doing this for quite a while. The 3 of us have been playing together for, I'd say, 5 or 6 years now. I moved out of Salt Lake when I was 22. I went to Eugene, Oregon. I came back 8 years later. I stumbled across these guys, and I haven't left the band room yet, really. So we just been beating down beats, and we picked up Ken lately. So we're doing well. I'm glad we're doing this tonight with Opie and the fucking Blackshirt.
Hell yeah.
And thanks a lot, guys, for having us on. Yeah, so I guess some of our influences are. My influence are they'll go back to like 90s, rock, or some of the.
Like
Deft. Well, some will Deftones and I like Deftones and some of the
shit.
I also listen to Stained and 3 Doors Down and some of that shit back in
Oh, he's pulling the face.
He always has a face when I talk, so when I just fucking
He's the Nickelback. Alright.
Well,
Everybody cared more, right?
I appreciate you guys having
him the most. influence.
Right now, huh?
That was a premature response.
This is thought out, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. Do you guys all have the same influences, or are these yours?
Absolutely not. These are some of mine, and like, you know, Patrick here plays keys. You know, he'll tell you about it.
So Matt talked about his trip to Eugene. He disappeared and then came back, sort of rejuvenated. And yeah, they definitely play a harder sound than I do, being more kind of jazz oriented. So
You're a scared animal.
yeah, I mean, when he came back, we had songs we worked on, and now, you know, he's working on half a dozen songs on a regular basis, and it's a lot different than what he did 4 or 5 years ago, just partying with us. So.
Well, music has to evolve, though, I believe. So that's how it is.
Build chemistry.
Well, let's pass this on. Like, who else has like a specific influence that really created your sound? Because when we play and everyone gets to know you guys, they're going to start taking pieces and understanding what it is that actually inspired you. And you'll hear it from what you guys actually express and put out there.
Yeah, I'm really a big Led Zeppelin and I guess Godsmack fan. I try to bring some rock influence into the band. I think we're starting to branch out a little bit. So, like Ken, I think we both grew up on punk rock and roll and all the good stuff, all the good skater music, you know. So and that's where I come from. Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
I like Godsmack more than Nickelback.
Fuck all you Nickelback haters.
Hey, if it's Snapchat are good, by the way, y'all can feel free to drink your beers because we are at a bar live on this set. This is legal. Don't feel like you're doing anything that you're not allowed to.
Shit!
We did all the living in the parking lot before we started.
Now let's hear it. Sorry, you've got the most shit, so let's hear it from you.
You have a photograph to show us though, right?
Nothing happened in the parking lot.
I'm the newest guy in the band, I guess. I don't know, maybe a year at this point. These guys have played together for a long time, like 5-6 years. And so I've been with them for years. Before I was playing in just punk bands around Salt Lake. I moved around the country for a long time. I lived in Charlotte and Albuquerque for a long time.
Nice.
But I grew up here, and then so I played in bands all along the way, just picking up those influences, you know. Then moved back here, played in some punk bands, like a jazz band, and then I met these guys and started playing with them. And yeah, here we are now at this point, you know. So growing up, I mean, I listened to metal and punk, and then, you know, like some blues here and there and some jazz.
I personally got to ask, what is your favorite metal band today?
Fuck. Today?
Still relevant to you that you actually still listen to, not that you have nostalgia.
Yeah,
for
right.
listening to.
Converge.
Very
You
specific.
guys, yeah, you guys don't know, listen to some Converge. They're good shit.
Nice.
But yeah, man, I think our influences come from all over the place, which is what makes us, you know.
So unique, really.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I may. Well, you guys, I absolutely think that. By the way, at my house, in my home studio, and amongst everywhere else that we have traveled to lately, we have actually had these group of people be received extremely well from everybody else that has came about. Simply just from hearing us play their homebrew as we were either partying, setting up our own set, or preparing for the next thing. So
Yeah, Google that shit. No, seriously, homebrew, passion fingers. That's my jam right now.
So there's the reason why I'm trying to make sure that we get them introduced first, and you get to know them as individuals and as a group, because there really is something there to this. Now back on to this, the main point.
Here come the fun questions.
Yeah.
Hey man, I need an easy one.
All right, we're gonna do this, and I'm just gonna hold this out in the middle, and y'all are gonna just like kind of be louder and let me know. I was requested to ask, which Golden Girl did y'all think was the hottest? This is the thing, so now we're gonna get personal as shit.
This has been a discussion within the band. I think the consensus has been Rose. It's Rose. You would think Blanche, right? I mean, everybody's like Blanche, right? Because you know Blanche. Well, I mean, Rose, yeah, you know. It's like the innocent vibe that those has, you know. I mean, it's like your grandma. I mean, it's like. Passion fingers wants that.
Yeah, they do.
But no, I mean, you know, I think Rose, final answer.
Yeah. I think we'd all make the fuck out of it.
All right.
Okay. We have one more question. Actually, preferred.
You take your duck thing. You take
That's
your
what I'm
duck.
doing. That's what I'm going to do. It's Opie's time on the mic now, goddammit. Anyway.
He has a very specific
question. It's serious.
He was very excited for it.
It's kind of political. It's a little bit religious, kind of sexual. Would you rather fight 100 horse-sized ducks or one duck-sized horse? I probably asked it backwards, but answer it as you will.
It sounds better.
I'd go with 100 horse-sized ducks, man. I'd go around. That seems like the obvious answer.
Hold on. Let me see this.
To clarify.
Do you guys all agree that you would just rather like field goal punt 100 horse-sized ducks? Or would somebody rather like take the whole Passion Fingers band and just maul the shit out of a duck-sized horse-sized duck?
The question has been slaughtered. The interview's over. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, without further ado, we're going to get you boys on stage. We want to see what the fuck you got. Everybody make some noise.
Passion Fingers, I'm from Salt Lake City. Check us out on passionfingers.com. This is floating through our time. We're going to start our set right now. Thank you very much for having us out. this one's called Need More Time. Give me 1 minute to just catch my breath.
Where's your beer at?
Fucking all the people from Ogden. Thank you for coming out to us, spending some time in Salt Lake, some music.
Let's cuddle. First it's called. You're cute. Let's cuddle. Let's just do it.
All right, ready? Let's do it. Thank you, everybody.
Gotta appreciate it if somebody can find me a beer. Anybody? Any takers?
What do you need? He needs a beer.
He needs a beer!
He needs
a beer! Whatever.
Everybody give it up for Opie for putting this on.
Fucking love you guys.
He told me before the show he only likes anal. I think only takes anal. It was one of the two. It was one of the two. You ask him or try, you'll find out. I'm pretty sure it was the second one. But
No comment. I told you that comment, you motherfucker.
It's too good not to.
I don't know what it is. Looks delicious.
What song is that?
Yeah, everybody, we're gonna do homeroom
All right.
Supposed to be here. bass player.
I didn't leave with any ones, motherfucker.
Not good at it.
You brought that sexy back.
Fair enough.
Personally, I fucking enjoy that shit. Right. And I'm gonna say that right now. Personally, I enjoy it. Somebody gets out there and does like some crazy shit. So,
You even had it. Hey.
I told you, if you do that, man, fucking I got you. I gotta clown a little bit.
Right on.
We don't know.
We got one more.
One more.
Yeah, Blackshirt, thank you very much for putting us on the podcast.
We're filming this.
We love it. Fuck yeah.
Jalapeno beer.
All right.
All right, here it comes, City on Fire.
buzz on the hoopla. Talking out your neck, cause where I come from is in Utah. You dumb punk, wasn't what you thought. Come guzzlers get 2 shots. They call the fuzz, come running by dozens like buzzards when dudes drop.
Or maybe.
Cafe Villa, 3679 Harrison Boulevard, Ogden, Utah.
Me and the game have been intimidated, but see you're ashamed and you're intimidated. Most these artists targets mighty shook you'll discover, hardly hard as they try to look undiscovered. Me and the game have been intimidated, but see you're ashamed and you're intimidated. Most these artists targets mighty shook you'll discover, hardly hard as they try to look undiscovered. These fuck boys can't stand me, I'm the whole enchilada. In and out of shit while your name's mentioned nada. Make your dame's engine hotter, and your mama's.
I'll mix some drinks, you bring that dank, and maybe we can make it jump. Spinning, grinning, swisher, hitting, hope I don't give a hic. This week must take some batteries, cause somebody set it on high. No need for calamities, just put it out right. Feeling like $1,000,000, but looking broke as shit.
Goes tobacco.
Welcome back to Blackshirt Podcast. Everybody make some fucking noise. The one and only talk show to be filmed inside of an actual nightclub. Badass, I know. Okay.
Bite that idea.
Fuck yeah. Real quick, a shout out to our newest sponsor, Gourmet Vapors in Ogden. Make some fucking noise.
We actually have the card somewhere.
Yeah, we got a card. We got it.
Yeah, you can see it.
And without
the banners soon here, give us 1 week.
Without further ado, I'm going to pass it off to my spiritual advisor for Trey, my cousin B. Maisie, and my brother Lyrical Assailant, so they can interview EK and the beautiful Elizabeth Church. Everybody make some noise.
Okay, we're going to do it like this.
Get it going now.
I'm going to ask you guys something basic to start off with, and then you guys kind of got me flushed in with a request.
One at a time, preferably. It's hard to pick up both of you talking at the same time.
So well, you have one, I have the other, so we're going to just switch and migrate. So,
Make a love train. I'll be the caboose too.
let's...
You got jokes already,
We didn't even begun.
Not fair! Not fair!
Let's start off with EK answering, but it's going to be the same question. How about we say that what actually got you guys into this? Like, what would have been your favorite comedian or any public personality that actually inspired you to do this and gave you kind of like your influence?
Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for letting me in the United States. No, I'm originally from Hawaii, so it's Hawaii, get up, Hawaii! I'm half Hawaiian, half Filipino, so when people ask me, like you say, what are you? I say, I'm a jalapeno. I know it's not that hard, but I'm kind of a hybrid Latino. Hybrid.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It's
hybrid.
spicy.
Yeah, I
It's
speak.
spicy. It's ethnic.
Because I speak English and I have insurance. I'm gonna turn this off, man. I'm not gonna listen to him. Okay, well, what an influence is just I love is Richard Pryor, the great late Richard Pryor.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say the N-word on there, because I love him. Because I don't want to get pissed off on a brother, Hey, don't listen to him, man. Anyways, not here because I followed a white woman to the big mainland island from where I'm from. And I'm stuck here, man. I love you, white women. Okay, thank you. But white women can get pissed off real easy. You'll find out when you talk to Elizabeth. So, okay, I'll give it.
Alright, gosh damn it, that wasn't an answer if I've ever heard one. I'm assuming you have your own trail of eccentricities that lead up to you being inspired. just please fucking take it.
All right, anybody that's funny to answer your question, the same as his. But I'm gonna skip that and just go to letting you know I've been having a really rough time dating lately. The other day I was so lonely I put a day rape drug in my own drink. I was just sad. I just want to help Bill Cosby out.
That is inspiring.
He's been having a hard time with the media, the whole blind thing going on. You know, Bill, he may not land a lot of jobs in the comedy world, but he will always land a job as a professional roofer, right? Sounds a little dangerous, the whole blind thing going on. But I do have lonely days. I have lonely nights. Sometimes all I simply want is someone around to say nice things to me, talk a little dirty to me, make me feel sexy. I don't always have that, so I went and I purchased a parrot.
So, hold on. I'm going to address that right now. Now, you like when somebody talks a little bit sexy to you but makes it a parrot and everything. And at the same time, I just heard you earlier talking about getting your drinks paid through way of having a dick. So how do we go with your hermaphrodite thing that you want to address? And the fact that you know that my hair is sexier, but let's address this.
I love being a hermaphrodite. You know what? If somebody gets pissed off at me, they go like, hey, why don't you go ahead and fuck yourself? I just pull my pants down, boom, right for them, right? Now that's the best exit to an argument ever. Just squirting right in the fucking eye. It's like, oh, yeah! I am not going to be ashamed anymore.
Yeah, he did warn us.
Teeny weeny, by the way. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yo, so on another note, it says, do you ever have phone sex? Do you consistently have phone sex? Is that what's going on?
I think I've upgraded from sexting, and yes, I'm 36, so it's hard to believe that I tried phone sex for the first time recently. I gotta tell you, it's nothing like I thought it was gonna be like. It's really awkward and uncomfortable, mostly painful. My phone is fucking huge, man!
So
I won't be trying that anytime again soon, but I did learn to keep my phone on vibrator all the time. I can call myself from my landline like, what's up, dude? Yeah!
Valuable keys here.
Alright, EK's turn. EK, ask him about his phone sex. Come on.
Oh my God.
I got this one. Hey, EK.
Yeah.
Do you and Elizabeth regularly have phone sex together?
No.
That's what you guys sound like.
No, she's a white woman. She don't want any part of me being a brown man. No, it's very painful for me too, but because she doesn't call me, so I get this thing out my ass. It doesn't vibrate. So I got one of the Neoki, you know, the flip phone. Try doing that with a flip phone. It doesn't work that way, but
You know you like it.
oh, you women say that, and you're gonna like it because you make me do it, so you're gonna like it too. They make that face, right? Right, guys out there, you know.
How long have you been a comic for, EK?
Seriously? No.
Like, EK, like, I would say professionally, but no comic I've ever met is professional.
No.
So let's say, like, how long have you done it, like, in front of people on a stage? Like, I'm talking about comedy here, not anything else.
Okay, not anything else, not sex.
Yeah.
Let me show you this right now. I've been doing it for at least 15 years. 15 years, yeah. Let me lie some more, man. But, yeah.
A decade and a half.
It makes you look really sad.
You guys led very strong with phone sex jokes and went into a decade and a half of that.
Ring, yeah. That means she's the one to answer my ass. No, me, the ass, not her, okay?
It's like a foul, oh brother, where art thou?
Okay.
Don't appreciate that none at all.
This is part of my heritage, my people, man. This is what they gave us at the camp. They gave us this word. Oh my God. I love this show too. George Clooney, I love George Clooney. You think he has phone sex? George Clooney?
Absolutely, like
sexiest voice in Hollywood next to
thousands of dollars a month.
Oh, by the way, you think George Clooney has gourmet vapor?
You know he does.
Yeah, because suck hard, suck deep, gourmet vapor. Do it now. Suck hard, suck the...
Poor Mayfaker.
Enough of that.
Only you know.
Children are watching this.
Down 12th Street at what is the fucking address?
Okay.
1167 West. 1167 West.
That's right. See? Look
That
at
is
this.
for Mayfaker.
Suck hard, suck deep. You got it. Like
It's that hard. It smells like
No.
pixie dust, cotton candy, Pez, Smarties, and crack.
Corn farts at the same time.
Take this
Did it
away
all.
from me.
But we're gonna move on to, we got one that, I think, my friend asked if he could be the one to request, if he could ask the both of y'all. So we're gonna hold it out to right here and take it away.
Did I get both mics?
All right. No, you're not double deep
I
throat.
made it look like a horseshoe. Alright. So, I'm sure both of you kind of get into the season during football. You know, are you guys a fan of it? Do you team? You know, what exactly? Explain it to me.
Alright.
We're going to let Elizabeth go first on this one.
Okay.
Are there any football fans in here tonight? Woo! Football fans, thank you for getting loud. If you're a football fan, I respect that. I understand there's a whole intellectual behind the scenes play, and I used to cocktail in Vegas, so I even respect the whole gambling thing, why it's exciting. But there's something that confuses me, all right? My entire life I've been taught that football is a strong manly sport. Okay, and I'm not buying it. There's a few things that throw me off about that. I think the first thing would have to be the whole Capri style, spandex, shiny little pants they got going on. The second thing is the whole tackling down.
Oh, no.
The guy throws the ball, the other guy, he catches the ball, he starts running, he's like, I got the ball. Don't you tackle me. Don't you do it, Steven? No. And they all just like continue to dogpile on each other for the next several minutes. But the main reason why I'm not convinced it's the manly sport would have to be the play they call the snap. I think it'd be more appropriate to call it the betting snap. The guy's got the ball, poker, and the ball. Don't worry, I'm wearing strength, it's all good.
Penalty, flag. Backfield in motion, no. Too many movement in the rear. Time out.
Yeah, he's got the ball touching his own ball to go behind him. He's getting ready to receive the ball to spray and eat and have chili prior to the game. Just like, oh, what the fuck kind of position is that? Are you giving birth? I don't know. It just seems like a completely unnecessary transfer of the ball from point A to point B. That's all I'm saying. Plus, then if you compare that to a regular office job, I'm pretty sure it would be acceptable. At the end of your shift, you get naked. You slap each other in the ass. Good job, Steven. You get take a group shower. Okay.
I lost one of my jobs for that.
What were you talking about again? Hey, that's not fair.
Hold. She did throw that all off course. This is supposed to be about are you a fan? Do you have a team or anything like that? She clearly has an opinion on the ideology of football.
She's clearly a fan.
No,
Obviously, no, catch it.
That's how they
Did you not catch that? She is a fan of the game.
You are clearly actually a diehard. Once he said that,
I really want to go.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
beef curtains flat. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, here we go.
Check that out. You see all the guys smiling, but all the women, what the hell is he doing? Get that bitch up the line now, right now. I don't want to listen to shaking her. You know, it's like the women are all pissed
no,
off.
like seriously, one of my lips is longer than the other, but like it'd be cool, like if there was like.
Oh, you feel like I'm a drone?
And I'd like fly around in circles and shit.
So it's like the equivalent of helicopter day. Helicopter play. But hey,
back to the original question.
I believe you might have actually had an interest in football or a team, in fact.
Yes, I do. No, you know
Go ahead,
what?
follow that one up
No,
again.
you gotta give it up for us people coming over here.
I absolutely do. This is supposed to be unorthodox.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the Polynesian or Pacific Islanders, Utah would not have a football team. Very well. No, I think that's right. There's a lot of people not impatient. They said those are big boys. Big boy. I don't know which is the guy or girl, so yeah, I really know. Okay, people. So many people are scared, I can tell. We're not going to make fun of those people. So I got mistaken for being Tongan or Samoan. You know those big guys? Tongan or Samoans, man. I mean, you think about it. Look at me, man. They got huge arms, huge legs, thick neck, and they got facial hair. That's just the women, but you know.
I was going to say, so
No,
what happened to you?
No, sister, just stay there. Stay home. I say homo. Don't get that
Please don't mob us for this broadcast.
Right.
Because I don't know if I can win that feminist battle. Take it, please, by all means.
That would be the one time in like the history of ever a feminist actually has won an argument.
He was like,
Now get that away from me.
Okay. Elizabeth. So, rumor has it that you are not from Utah, is that correct?
That's correct. I'm from Las Vegas, baby. I know. I moved here several years ago. I noticed people are a little bit more sensitive, a little bit more judgmental here. Okay, for example, if I'm purchasing a large amount of alcohol, I get a lot of glares, a lot of stares going on at me. I'm like, excuse me, this is not all for me. Relax it out. I'm drinking for two now. All right. I gotta celebrate.
So, what is this I hear about people asking me from Europe and Subway about him?
You
like that foot on, right?
Alright, no, okay, well, we're gonna back this up. We're gonna talk about strippers. No, you know what? No, we're gonna talk about McDonald's. Alright, McDonald's.
You spend money on it and then regret it immediately afterwards.
Hey, that's my joke, you fucking
Okay, the words you were about to
listen,
use.
okay, this is how somebody writes a joke. Alright.
They're about the
Alright! Eating at McDonald's! Isn't that a lot like thinking I'm a prostitute? Think about it. It's convenient, it's cheap, you can order from your car, but when it's all over, you're left with feelings of regret and shame and possible health problems. There you go. I know it's as funny as it is true. And now, my second observation, strippers. Aren't they really just sexy panhandlers trying to get a buck from you? Yeah. Alright, now go for me to grab strippers and panhandlers. I'm sure the panhandlers did not have to work that hard for $1. Right? It's sexy. That's really relative when we were talking about strippers, right? Comparing it to the afternoon shift gals or the evening shift gals. I found out the hard way. The only time I went to strip clubs here in Utah was at $1 million somewhere, and I also found out, well, there's definitely different between the Las Vegas strippers and the Utah strippers. I go in there, one of the dancers is like 8 months pregnant. I'm like, hey, excuse me, sweetheart. What is that? Like a 2-for-1 fucking special you guys are talking about? Pretty sure the only person we ended up be like, Jared from Subway sandwiches. Can I keep going? Alright, yeah, and I don't understand that mentality. I understand that kind of thinking. If you're like dating underage people, you know, like last time I checked, God created, or the universe, whatever, created midgets. Hello, right? Hello. If you're the young one and you're some sick fuck, man, just get a damn midget. Slap some pigtails on her, have right around those big little thingies. She's not gonna say no, she's a fucking midget, right?
That was a
See a
small
stage
joke.
like out the door.
What did I tell you?
Right?
Angry
Okay, that's
white
below the
woman.
belt.
Right there, man. Look at that.
Below the belt. No, but seriously, I think that McDonald's. No, I actually think midgets. Midgets, no, I actually think they're really sexy. It's true. A lot of ladies prefer their men to be eye level or taller. I just prefer my men to be waist level.
I will actually give you the chance to do that because I just, I like when you go off on a tangent and you guys play off each other, but I just want to point out, you went from football to a midget fetish. So I just wanted to point that out. And then, your idea of, what would be hilarity in a strip club, I was totally expecting, a stripper with a cock, just who wants that shit?
My throat hurts from last night. I'm sorry. Bring that dollar bill here now. How you doing, baby? You're good looking. What? Gourmet babe. Like that segue?
Real stuff. Sunnyville Shade, Talisman Brewing, Cafe Bella, Tobacco Joe's, and then Gourmet Babes, which this man is killing. Gourmet Babes needs to hook him up alone, and he doesn't even fucking bake.
I've got some gas. Hang on. So, No, you know what? She forgets. Okay, there's love involved. My mom, okay, a little Filipino lady, looks like Yoda now. You know, she's so freaking old. But she used to say, this is my mom. Oh, you know, your man and woman come together and they sew a wonderful quilt of love. I said, Mom, that is awesome. One's the needle and one's the thread. Now, they come together and they, okay, Mom, oh, I love you, Mom. But sometimes they have hard time sewing the quilt because the thread come up on the needle hole. So, you know how you have to lick it. Lick the thread, lick it. Don't lick it too much or you'll be like lo mein. No keep going in the hole. No keep going. But you lick that. Okay, Mom, that's enough. No. I want to tell you about a story. I used to have a young boyfriend by the name, I won't tell you the name, but he was a black man. He was a sailor. And then he had, his thread was big like the rope thing, so connect to the ship of the where he went to. Big rope, boat rope, big. And I had to lick the hell out of that thing to put in there. I licked that. I love that man, but he leave me. So remember, love is love. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mom.
And this is the story of how EK was created.
Yeah, that's how it created. Lick that thread, girls. Lick it as hard as you can.
Anybody else that's trying to lick my thread?
Thread the needle, Ben. Thread that needle. Get in there.
I'm trying to have an epic childhood as beautiful as his. So somebody help me here.
Yo, man, shout out to EK, man. Killing this shit. Hey, don't you think it'd work the same way if you lick the needle?
Every white woman.
She wants to ask about 80s musicians.
So there's something about you feeling 80s musicians. What is that about? What?
No, because I was doing the whole like pedophilia thing, like dating underage, like that kind of thing.
And that has to
pedophilia, right? That's a great topic you're talking about. No, but seriously, the only time that is acceptable, I noticed this is like in the 80s. That's where it's the most predominant. Okay, I have some examples. All right, the song Christine 16. They got a song, Rod Stewart. The song is like Tonight, but if you listen to it, there's one verse that's like, spread your wings, virgin child, and let me come inside. There's no double meaning to virgin child. I'm coming inside, dude. Roger pervert. Joan Jett. It's like, I saw him standing next to the record machine. He's more than 17. I want to take him home where we can be alone. Joan, I did the math. You're fucking in your mid-20s and you're saying that. If you're into 17-year-old boys, why don't you just become a high school teacher? Right? You're pretty. That doesn't make sense to me. But like the number one dirty old man song is Barry Mondone. So it sounds like, she's just 16 years old. Leave her alone. He said, yeah, leave her the fuck alone. She's 16, Barry.
Would you quit whispering it with her while she's doing it? That's even weird. You would.
I do. They sing the song.
Do you still have that like 15 feet rule with all the high school?
Actually, at 500.
500, yeah, 15. That doesn't make okay.
And it makes it awkward because I live 2 blocks from an elementary school. So.
But it's like, if I could fly, I'd take you in the night and show you love like you never seen. That's how I say. She's like, yeah, she's never seen her love like that unless she had a fucking creepy ass uncle, Barry. Oh, and this Ugly gets host in there. He's a pervert, not because of the underage thing in its own way, but Ozzy Osbourne recently was in the media with the whole scandal with like Sharon and. Okay, one thing you gotta respect about Ozzy though is he got famous right off the bat. Oh yeah! You like that one, sir? Wow!
Alright, that was a goddamn good punchline. Right off the bat.
That was fucking incredible.
Alright, so here's one thing I want to ask that is this has not been premeditated or practiced, rehearsed,
obviously
or even
it hasn't been for anybody
in
here.
any sort of way. That's why you're gonna fucking listen, homeboy. And this is what it is. You want to know what it is? Is out of everything we've had to answer tonight or ask tonight, I gotta go with, obviously with Passion Fingers, the Oh, would you rather fight like, 100? 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck. That one, we've all been debating in between sectary and everything like that, but no, for real.
I want logical reasons and scientific explanations as to why.
It went down like this, like,
No, you can hunt the moose, but you don't take on a gaggle of geese.
so it's been like that, all night. But on the real, out of everything we've had to do with these two right now, I want to ask my panel here, what do you think is the most hilarious response or uncomfortable thing that turned out to be beautifully awesome that you had to ask them? I'm not even going to say shit. I'm going to give it to both of y'all and let them do it. Let's pass it along.
You know what? Hands down, EK talking about his mom telling her about her first sexual experience. Like, how, it's like one thing that your mom tells you how babies are made, you get the birds and bees, but it's another thing to tell you that she sucked off a black guy and that's how you were created. Like, that's just incredible in my eyes. I'm sorry. And then, I don't know. That's just a whole nother level of fucking wrong. But.
I know, because gourmet vapor. I know my mom did go vaping back then.
Hey, EK, you ever thought about getting into radio commercials? You're perfect at plugging shit in, bro.
Yo, brothers and sisters out there, you gotta gourmet vape. Gourmet vape is the one to do, because that's why it's a gourmet vape. You don't, I don't know what that means.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep it going.
Yeah. The sisters will take it, but then no, I better not go there.
Okay.
No, I better not go there.
All right, Coma, back there. You got something.
No.
One second.
My favorite joke was the small joke Elizabeth made about midgets.
Yeah, for real, definitely. That's on another level. Midget strippers! Oh, shit, man. I know. I would have to say my most uncomfortable moment that is so truly, awesome at the same time is when she started talking about phone sex, because that makes everybody feel uncomfortable. But she had a way of just killing it, making it funny.
It's like, check that out. When she was talking about that, everybody looked at the phone. What the hell?
Did I get that message yet? Yeah.
I gotta touch this right now. I know. I bet I dated myself when I said flip phone. Everybody going, what the hell was that? Is that back in the islands that have the flip phones as well? They were sent it to those people down in the islands. The flip phones, just like we send clothes through.
Oh, fuck.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, I said that. Now, let me tell you this. Okay? This one is going to let you know. This is the most righteous thing right now because I live in Utah County. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry for me, bro. Don't be sorry for me.
Go to fuck back. Now, man, I live in Utah County, and this is great because they got real beer here. They got real alcohol over there. Over there, there's a no, we don't want any alcohol. Phone sex. Or do you gourmet vapor? Because gourmet vapor will make you talk to Satan. Okay. Suck hard, suck deep. Gourmet vapor. No, just that the big thing they got is just that, they talk about I'm sounding like you now. They talk about alcohol. No, man, I dated a Mormon girl. They're okay, but never want to drink beer or anything. Come on, baby, come on. She said no. But every time she got sick, she went to what? NyQuil. You know what I call NyQuil? Mormon sipping whiskey. Terrible. It comes in a old shot glass, and then they pour it in there. I know, not even all this Mormon. I'm turning this shit out. Right now, I'm going to make Mormon fun.
We're going to take the gourmet vapors away from you.
Gourmet vapors. Gourmet vapors.
I know that he took the fact that you love phone sex so much, so if you want to hit me with something real quick before I conclude this for y'all.
That's what he said last night. Ew!
You know what? She did her hair just the same way, and I love lipstick when it's layered right.
Is that what your boyfriend likes?
Yeah. With your penis.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
you're not, baby.
You can ask Opie. He's right next to you.
I don't regret saying something because I'm glad I can help with your relationship and be like, but I want to say something threatened right
You ain't
now.
threatened nothing. Welcome to the 801, honey.
Can I? All right. I had a long day today.
Hit me.
Yeah, I actually broke up with 5 different people. Woo! Yeah, that's why I prefer the term popular. Thank you very much.
Is it all yourself?
What? Now 5 different people, man. That's brutal and exhausting.
Okay,
I will
alright.
never date a schizophrenic again. No worth it. Go ahead.
Damn it, I don't have a chance.
She really does though. Like, okay.
You're
so-
like, oh my god, I spent $2,000 over those hotlines, the 900 numbers. That's you.
And you were in the next room.
You're gonna follow me to my car. What? I don't know what he's saying. That's not true. Yeah.
It's
You
not.
liar.
No, he's not gonna lie. Like, you actually do have like that Coco Chanel like sultry, seductive voice and everything. That's probably why your sex job works so good for you.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna have to wrap. Because what we're gonna do right now is this Blackshirt Brutal broadcast is gonna end with a quick shout out to 2 of our homeboys we have here that I love and you can give a moment for, whether you feel pressed for the time or not. We're gonna bring Noxious and Lunchbox right up here to the front of this so I can tell them
Get up here.
so that you can see they're part of this movement, so they can introduce themselves, and then we're going to move on from this past the time back to Opie, who will take us out of this whole thing. Let's start with you, Humbug.
Home skillet. I am noxious.
Yeah, he is.
And that voice made my butthole wet. I swear to God. I'm glad that I shaved my balls before I came, because the sweat would collect. No, but I am noxious. I am noxious. Part of Blackshirt, Corrupted Killers, part of Blackshirt. I represent Hate You Nation. This is my brother. This is Lunchbox.
Why is your asshole so loose that your ball sweat drips into it? That's what I
I didn't say my asshole was loose. I said it was wet.
No, I heard it.
It is wet. It is all the better for the tongue slap.
All right, I might be drunk. I'm sorry.
I need my asshole tongue slapped right now. Tongue slap my asshole.
Tell them who you are, goddamn. You guys are who you want.
Oh, my bad.
One job. You have one fucking job.
Hey, you don't
And
talk
I'm
to me
fucking
like
it
that.
up.
Don't
My
talk to
name's
me like that.
Lunchbox.
You
I got black shirt. Everybody here, thank you so much. And Hate Your Nation, close your asshole.
Hey, his asshole's so loose we call it stripper asshole. I'll talk to y'all later. Much love.
We fucking love y'all. Give it up one time for EK and the gorgeous Elizabeth Church.
I want to thank you guys for coming out of the room.
Up next, I did not know that this was going to end up being as graphic as it was, but you should not have expected anything different from a place called the Dogtown Tavern, short for the DP. When it comes to this, I'm going to end it with the fact that I'm very glad that we got to actually hang out with, introduce ourselves to, talk to y'all and everything. We have a local that we personally work with who actually does a lot of producing, behind the scenes, everything else that I know how to do as far as engineering. Our homeboy here, Uncle Opie, who sets it up, stages it, makes all this happen.
Trying.
No, come on. That's why the applause was deserved for you to feel that certain sort of way.
I love
Now,
you.
we're going to bring this guy up here to kind of carry us out of this, but once again, I am 4 credits number 4, TRE. This is B. Maisie. Maisie! Lyrical Assailant. We are Blackshirt, Beautifully Ugly Music. You can check us out on anything and everything, and our associate is going to guide us out of this.
Even
Automatic.
Are you ready? Black shirt!
Black shirt!
Black shirt!
Black shirt!
Black shirt! Black shirt!
Black shirt!
Okay, Elizabeth Church, any last words?
I'm out of this, man. You
Yeah,
take
but
the
I have
reins.
so many, I can't. I'm gonna leave you with this. This is a little tip. This is a little tip to get out of a DUI, all right?
That's what she
All right. You ever driving around? You're worried about slurring your words? This little tip to get out of a DUI. Yeah, I know. I got the look. You think I'm gonna say something like "getting on my knees"? Or fucking say that. That does not always work. All right. How's the saying go? Fool me 4 times, shame on me. I'm not going back to that hellhole coppers. No, but what you gotta do is immediately presume a British accent. Be like, hello, officer. Top of the morning to your left, cherry. These people sound fucking Birmingham all the time, and they drive on the wrong side of the street and shit. So, what's wrong with that, man? All right. Good night. Thank you so much.
Fucking love you guys, man. Thank you.
Gourmet Baker!
EK, any last words real quick before we get to the next one? Please.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about like, okay, turn my head. But anyways, I just want to say I love you guys. Dog Pal, thank you for having us here. OP, hey, mahalo. Thank you. And good night from me to you guys. Aloha.
Yeah! One more time for Elizabeth Church and DK! Alrighty. Let's get Sammy out. Oh, you're already up here. Where's Sports Ray at? Let's do this.
I don't know how this happened.
Where'd he go?
I don't really know how this happened at all. Like, I took over 4 trade spots.
I'll trade your spots, DK.
I was like, what the hell? I guess he's in the bathroom. He's in the bathroom. You know, he wanted me to scoot out of his seat.
Why would he not be that guy? Hey, Noxious, come fill in for Fork Tray real quick. Or Lunchbox.
Lunchbox! Come on! Come fill in for Fork Tray. What do you want? Jesus.
All right, someone sit down there. Let's do it. Quiet on the set. I am your Uncle OP. Again, this is Blackshirt Brutal Broadcast. Make some fucking noise! Up next, a man, the legend, the rapper, the producer, the clothing line manager, the entrepreneur, Sammy Automatic. Make some fucking noise!
How y'all been? What's good with you people? It's Sammy Auto in this piece. You know, it's been a long time, but we're live and direct from Salt Lake City, Utah, Salt Lake City, Goonta.
Make some noise for this man. Sammy!
Hold on, let me get that, hold on. Blackshirt! 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 Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Alright, man, we're gonna get right into this because we're running short. So, Goon Fitted. I know you got this whole fucking thing going on, and I am proud as fuck of you, and I want you to know that, first of all.
Thank you, bro.
But, kind of tell me what you got coming up in the future. Clothing ideas, fucking releases, albums, fucking tell me what you got going on.
Oh man, we got a whole swarm of stuff. You know, I got like the original members from my Goon Squad. You know, shout out to all my people, Brazy, Vibe, Jamie Droll. Also, I'm gonna try to get Russa Sav sent here from Indiana. And then also I got Deuce, I got sub labels as well. I'm also working on a new prodigy, you know, going by Young Cash, and he's gonna be savvy.
Yeah, definitely. Man, one thing I would like to know as an artist working next to you, man, what does it take to be a goon, man? I'm sure a lot of people want to know, what exactly does it take to become a goon in your eyes, man?
It's dedication more than anything, really. You know what I mean? Not just only as artists and as business people, but also as family. So that's what actually GFI stands for, besides Goonfidity, is Goon Family International. And so that's why I'm trying to take it to a national note. And so if you treat each other like a brother, treat each other as a part of the community, then that's how we'll have unity, not within just 801, not the hip-hop scene, but also all. America, the world, and everything, because all of us are doing it.
That's what's up. That's what's up right there. Unity. Key thing that we've been pushing here. Just Blackshirt, Goon Fitted, anybody that knows what we're doing, we're unifying this scene because there's been separation for too long. And this is the key right here. This man, Sammy Automatic. So, there was one thing, you showed us a verse outside. I'm not going to put you on the spot and make you do it here.
I'll spin it.
So kind of like, well, okay, we'll get through the question first.
Let's get through the question.
You know, there's this whole thing going on right now, big federal level, you know, Colorado, there's 13 states right now that have legal marijuana.
Yeah.
and there's 34 states that have medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
Utah kind of being on that whole thing of, they legalized cannabis or cannabinoids, fuck. And then they made it illegal, and now they're making it illegal again, but they're going to make it illegal just because of the whole Mormon population here.
I think it's a lot like that, and also just like old traditional views. Like sometimes like before like all the broadcasts and everything with entertainment, like Utah was basically like 10 years behind. Like when it comes to certain point of views, and it's because of old traditions. And so like the people that are still in the Mormon church, like the older bishops and everything, and like people like kind of like fund the Salt Lake government, the Utah government, the whole Beehive thing. I think they haven't had the full potential to really understand the economical growth that can bring, not just in Utah or the United States, but also the world as well, because it can be as a main resource. It can be replacing several resources that were already depleting, like almost like over 50% of the world population.
Now I'm going to kind of play devil's advocate here because that's what I do. So I'm sure you know just about as much as I do about cannabis in itself, the hemp plant,
Yeah.
It can has 300 different recreational purposes other than just smoking it. What about the jobs that we would lose because of this being legal? The construction fields, the oil fields, the clothing industries, things like that would be put out of business because of it becoming legal. I'm all for it, but how do we come up with a resolution to keep the economy booming?
That's why they're already having like tests and things like that, because it can not only make like clothing material, it can make like like the outside door of cars. It can like go into engines and TVs. It's like a very like textural mineral, and so it can be used for concrete. It can be like used for wood. It can be used for food. It can be used for anything possibly. That's why I said it's a multiple resource, and then maybe they can have an economy that can base off of that, just in case this economy drops.
Well, what I'm saying is, how do you recover these jobs that will be lost because of it? Because regardless of what it can do, there are going to be jobs lost. I mean, you have to figure the oil industry and the construction industry are two of the biggest fields in Utah in itself. Vernal, Roosevelt, Richfield, the hit counties out there in the middle of nowhere, that the oil fields, when they're not booming, their economies are garbage. But when they are, they're good. So you put hemp in these vehicles and start running everything off hash oil. What do you do for these people that are going to be out of work? That's the real question.
That's a really strong question. And people have been trying to figure that out for years.
Now how you figure it out, bro, is you just give them that motherfucking weed plan. If everything else going, you give everybody jobs. You start making more. If you need wood, take out of weed. Hire the wood people that are making the wood shit, hire for the weed shit. Cement people that are doing cement shit, hire for the weed cement shit. That's how you supply the jobs.
Exactly.
But to go to get off the weed shit though, because I kind of see you grow not only as a musician but as a businessman.
Yeah.
You're kind of taking a step out of the music world a little bit, even though you're awesome at it. Taking a little step back, became a businessman.
Yeah.
Not saying you stopped working with GFI, but you just became more of a businessman.
Yeah.
How does that affect, people inside your group like Steven and Brazy and all them? Like what's going on with them and you inside of as a general whole?
The beautiful thing about Goon Fitted Inc. is that it's not going to be as an entertainment label. It's basically like a movement and also a clothing line that will use the music as a marketing and advertisement tool. And so basically it doesn't matter what artist there is. They don't have to sign to a contract. Basically, they can be an independent artist. And so all they have to do is just normal applications and everything like that to be a part of the advertisement. Just like an acting job.
That is still staying with Steven and Brazy.
Yeah, they're all independent. They're all independent artists. They're free agents. They can get signed to a label, and basically it doesn't matter because that certain label or whatever, it doesn't apply because I'm using them as a sponsor. Just how I'm a first sponsor for Blackshirt.
Right. Blackshirt! So do you see yourself stepping back into it as a musician and going head first into maybe a new album or a new mixtape or anything like that?
Oh, I got a gangload of stuff ready.
Alright.
So I got the Unfinished Business mixtape, and then also the Better Than Mainstream mixtape, and with a purchase of any clothing and everything that can include sweatpants or hoodies or hats or long
And
sleeves.
not being a rapper, where can y'all find that at? Give a shout out real quick.
Well, you can find it over at the Goon Fitted Inc. Facebook page, and also we're going to develop a store for that. We're also going to have the Blackshirt collection and also the GFI collection. I'm going to work on GFI Sports and then also the Goonette line. And so basically, I'm just trying to get everything on board, trying to get everything all legit, and so it can be all legit for every one of us as a community.
All right, well, I really appreciate it. I love your shit as a chopper, as a singer, as just a general artist. You know what I mean? You got my heart and everything you do.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I'm going to turn it over to B Major real quick, give him a shine. But I appreciate y'all letting me be a part of this for Portrait. Lunchbox out.
Yo, man, big shout out to Lunchbox and the motherfucker that runs GFI Saviato, man. Killing shit, man, and I'm very honored to fucking watch you. Fucking what? Like hearing like what? 1, 2 minutes? What? Killing it.
I know, right?
Always kills it, man. Sammy be getting shit, man. I'm proud to actually have worked with him, have him on songs. I've been on some of his songs, LA, we all be killing shit. Uncle Opie.
Yeah.
Blackshirt, man. What else can I say? It's just Blackshirt in the building, and we about to kill it, man.
He is the new Conan O'Brien.
If I may. I guess the only fucking thing I got to say for Saviato is show us why they call you Saviato. Let's see you do your thing, baby boy. Woo! Let's go, make some fucking noise.
Yeah! We're on my alcohol town. Bring them apart. No more sleeping hard. Everybody get your drinks up in this. Tip the bartender tonight. This is Blackshirt Freedom Broadcast. Go! Sipping bartender when we swigging the liquor in the division every time we show up. Got a few shots in my stomach, I can feel the buzzing left in my cup and drink up. Drink up, everybody drink up. Drink up, all the ladies drink up. Drink up, all the fellas drink up. Drink up, everybody drink up. And every party has the same routine. Buy a couple of bottles and we serve VIP. You get a little piece of hands from a groupie, so they better have a drink cause they're looking thirsty. As for me, I claim any spot that I like, all because of who I am, so I have exclusive rights. We know we got the rhymes and produce a tight lyrical who can I might have to mesmerize. Take another swig of the liquor and that another picture to reconsider a little bit more true by definition. Just simply spitting that be pulling your bitches, make the movie wiggle and jiggle that had you wanting to listen. Bucket to tizzle and bucket, giving a handy on the rocks, followed by 20 shots, drinking a heaviest. I stop breaking in your pockets for a buzz you want to acquire. The DJ plays it cause to help you give you a remark. Sipping bartender when we swigging the liquor in the division every time we show up. Got a few shots in my stomach, I can feel it, I'm buzzing up in my cup and drink up. So man, where you at? This to all them local artists. I know it's hard to get in the biz when you feel like you have to pay for big artists instead of help investing in your name. This is for us. So I know the reason you came here for. I'm perfecting my craft and getting to the point I need to be collecting some cash. I love the essence of music, don't need me misconstrued. Am I making a brighter future or do I only get peace in my pursuit of happiness? Go do elaborate schemes. Is this what I really picture my magnificent dream? A nightmarish twilight zone where I can definitely hit. Just to prove that I can do it in the state of a fit. Most rappers only for the knowledge, what I really represent. Of actually coming up for nothing, cause in life it ain't pretend. I'm needing for that force, you either get the pun intended. Witness battle scars where the cuts weren't distant. Misery bleeds out to let my history speak out. Only for emotionless audience I quietly sneak out. Can't truly understand why the game is this way. But if I had to buy a slot, this is what I say. But you never paid the beats show. But I'll be hoping that once you came here home. I said it's been a little bit now, they won't go. So I know the reason you came here home. Maybe it's a bit of a skip in my particular
a certain interest in particular crowds. Maybe it's the way that I dress up in my own attire. Tearing tower hustle clothes and make my own attire. Maybe it's the way that I look, the color of my skin. Been an outcast cause I never fitted in. Maybe it's society creating a false image. They had to be a thug tatted up to be the realest. Had to drop the skinny pants, bustin' with the silly dance, feeling like the wheel and kept the gate to bump my track. Heard the janky promoters on a mic, yeah, shit. Have you paid the club without a proper type of investment? Most reasons, love is really never been from the we take a trip. If you again don't have me have it on the track, so give it the money back and keep it open. You have to pay the beats and I'll be putting the ones you came in home. So we spin it and now they won't home. Well, I know the reason you came in home. If you ever have a dream, better take it to new heights. Hip-hop's not dead, time to give us a new life. Reiterate it for a new liberation that will never be basic. Cleverly display the styles uniquely created. Leave the beat disintegrated from the fire. I'm telling, taking the artist back. That's not which one the mic's spelling. Sickness in your stomach when they see me shine in the light. Still kill a session without a wireless mic. Still have the energy, amplifying the hype. You tell you I was raised off of macaroni and rice. Pistol under the pillow, open-eyed every night. Gotta thank God I survived through my struggle and strife. Now choose on point, my squad is a drill team. They use a cheap imitation till they couldn't be the real thing. I'ma do what I do, clocking in, making checks, while your other rappers worry about a 15-minute set. I'll be more than the ones you came in home. I said we spitting on the radio now they won't go. And I know the reason you came in home. Cause you wanna see, you wanna be like I'm on TV. Don't waste my talent, cause my talent's not a How y'all feeling that tonight, people? Love it. Turn it up to the max on this one. Gotta have them shaking, you know what I mean? Sticking with the different delivery. If you come up with that bullshit, then you can see invisibility. Fuck making money, I'm out here making history. I don't recognize fully. I guess mystery. My style's like shit. She can hear me for eternity. Cause your camera's like mine, touch so internally. So you don't think you got the skills I early grade to the heaven for the motherfuckers that better earn the key. Oh, you have it on lock? Well, I try the key. Kill you with a Walmart, call the emergency. I thought you was an all-star, but on the MVP. I like the color of money, so go ahead and envy me. In the competition, I'll be taking out my enemies. Put a step on the scene, but killing all my enemies. I'll be the MC, just the intensity, accelerate, still think to the point of victory. I'm gone up in outer space, out of the Milky Way, all because I'm higher than the spacecraft. Now I can make it rain back for precipitate with the day, so you gotta pay tax to get a sight. So the motherfucker pile when you haven't earned nothing in your life. Flash by, other man school, fit a little ruthless with us. So why you can try when I win? I'm on the scene, they keep staring. And my chick with me, they love what she wearing. When I make it rain, I swear I ain't caring. I'm only eating with my team, I ain't sharing. I'm on the top of that, and they talk too much. You don't catch me on the scene, cause I cost too much. I said I cost too much, I said I cost too much. Ain't no fucking good with me, cause they talk too much, talk too much. Yeah! Where all my goons at? Where all my goons at? Yeah. Let's get it. Just warming up. You can tell this to all these haters that try to doubt your creativity and your dreams. But say my music was a joke because I was too broke. Everybody wanna holler trying to get my ends. Give them a cold shoulder, put my hand in the face and tell them you win. Should've been for the first like promise, bitch, so you can only win. you remember how you didn't believe me from the start? Said to get my life together. Watch you question, didn't even buy a ticket to my show. Some of my foes, some of my rise for day. Taking advantage of the opportunity I give you. But this is why I'm out, cause you had to skip it. Like I'm uninformed bitch, made a bad decision. Now I'm chilling with the stars beyond the distance. Kill the competition with the automatic ammunition. Cause the rap religion is coming. This is all the bitches and they fakers, motherfuckers, that's always go digging. Now they're running back to me, cause I'm blown up. Thinking that I'm forgetting about the old times, hold up. What the fuck you been that the whole time that you were supposedly showing love? Now I'm the greatest and sticking to the ones that said I wouldn't make it. Bitch, you're mistaken if you try to run me to be my favorite. And now they hate it because of opportunities they miss. So we can't remember people when they get big, and I tell you this. Remember back in the day when they said my music was a joke. Didn't recognize me for who I am because I was too broke. Everybody wanna holler, try to get my end. Put my hand on the face and tell them you win. Should've been a better friend, but come on, this bitch, so you can know win. Take a look at me, hater, cause what you see is what you get. Yeah. Dog Pound, how y'all doing tonight? Is anybody drunk as shit in here? Drunk as shit! Yeah. Black shirt! Black shirt! Yo, black shirt! Black shirt! There's only one. There's only one. Only one ski masker, only one street checker, only one beat addict, only one automatic. Ain't no reason to copycat it. Ain't no reason to copycat it. Only one ski masker, only one street checker, only one beat addict, only one automatic. Ain't no reason to copycat it. Yo. Hello, let me introduce myself. It's Sammy, I'm a medic with a story to tell about how minorities just like myself can't fall off and come back with mine. So well, I mean, enemy when I curse a murder, the industry created by the fresh air like a Russian with literally constant watch on the enemy. Got me sneaky and slippery all the time for 30 years. You can check out my history. I'm on Xfinity, my name forever infinity. That's similar to infinity. Can it conquer your vicinity? No matter how hard you betray yourself, you can't ever integrity. No matter what weakness think I have on me, like they trying to be pissing me. Molly Walker, so-called conquerors, tell them I'm a monster, a rice starter, a bomb trotter that will never be sent around your cousin needs wife or daughter. That bastard child that be acting wild, that's trapping out of a broken home. No matter who really I'm affiliated with, I still have a fierce all my own. Original, individual, intellectual, spiritual, metaphysical organism that we design will kill them all. The one and the only, no fake, no phony, cool that with a bill, homie, ski mask, my show with a microphone, so you better keep the camera rolling. Only one street checker, only one beat addict, only one automatic. Ain't no reason to copycat, don't copycat, don't copycat. Ain't no reason to copycat. Only one ski masker, only one street checker, only one beat addict, only one automatic. Ain't no reason to copycat. Ain't no reason to copycat. Where my goons up in this bitch? 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 Where the goons up in this bitch? Where the goons up in this bitch? Where the goons up in this shit? Where the goons up in this shit? When I say so, they don't say good talk. So let good talk. An asshole in a one in a rap, but nobody doing nothing to put it on the map. So I guess it's up to me to tell like it is. When they living in a state full of addicts and pigs, in a money hungry system where you handle your own. Can't trust no one without a fee or a toll. We all know about it, boy. You ain't even homegrown, so you become a missing and being no show. They won't put it on the news unless you were a culprit, charging us with anything to keep the pockets swollen. Rebel for the town, give a damn and no one noticed. Ear tweakers squawking, I'm coming with that dope shit. You got me thinking about a new name and facade to let the nation know who we really are. Took the V5 down and slapped the ski mask on. I'd like to welcome everybody to G-O-O-N-T-A-H was another way to call the B-I-C. Goon Talk, baby, this is Goon Talk. Goon Talk, baby, this is Goon Talk. From the very top of Logan all the way to St. George, make the whole world know what we all claim for. Goon Talk, baby, this is Goon Talk. Goon Talk, baby, this is Goon Talk. See you bitch
Anthem to my goons and bandits, living in corrupt counties full of criminal antics. All black jazz drilling with the Vedic at the magic. Show 'em where you rebel, let 'em know what's happening. Ain't no party like the Goon Top Party, cause the Goon Top Party don't stop. But the thing you know about a Goon Top Party, if you start beef, you'll get mollywopped. Like a broken Xbox, we don't play no games. When the heat's on, please don't say no names. If they haven't heard of us, then let it be known. Shots ring in the air for our area code. Hashtag bash Cubas, all the big wigs, how turned up when we get it poppin' in this bitch. Time for a new look, no more a good book. Now all my people sing along to this. GOONTAH was another way they call the Beehive Shade. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. From the very top of Logan all the way to St. George, and the whole world know and we all claim for. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. Do my goons run this motherfucker? Hell yeah! Do my goonets run this motherfucker? Put your G's up in the sky. Let me see it. Put your G's up in the sky. Let me see it. Put your G's up in the sky. Let me see it. This is Goon Top, baby. This is Goon Top. Salt, Provo, Clearfield, Brooklyn, Lake, Drake, Murray, St. George, Logan, Oral, Springfield, West Jordan, West Valley, Bountiful, Taylorsville, Park City, Spanish Fork, Tooele, Syracuse. So red where you from with pride. This is Goon Top, baby, to the day we die. GOONTAH was another way to call the Beehive Shade. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. From the very top of Logan all the way to St. George, and the whole world know what we all claim for. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. Goon Top, baby, this is Goon Top. Yeah. Blackshirt Bro broadcast. Sammy Otto GFI in the building, make some fucking noise.
We're about to wrap this up right now. This has been Blackshirt Brutal Broadcast. If you or anybody you know needs to be featured and broadcasted to millions of viewers live over the air, go ahead and hit us up. We'd love to have you motherfuckers up here. Make some fucking noise. Woo! I love y'all. We're about to wrap this up. Come on, play me off, baby.
DJ Cobra.
Make some noise.
Make some fucking noise! DJ Cobra, the real born Trey, relays you now know what's up, we're gonna bring it back to you. I love you.
You bitches missing the target, and those guys ain't an army. Say they keep it moving, but they just sitting with